My review of The Dead Zone by Stephen King. At its heart, The Dead Zone isn't a horror novel at all. It's a love story. It's a bittersweet tale of a love that might have been. Johnny's relationship with Sarah runs right through the middle of it, and it's the glue that holds Johnny together when everything else is bleak and hopeless. I think everybody knows the plot. Johnny wakes from a long coma, the ability to see the future, and what he sees is bleak. Unless a single man can be taken out of the equation early, things are going to go really bad. The moral implications, the would you go back and kill Hitler if you could argument, drives the whole thing along. And several themes that would occur later in King's books would turn up here. The roads not travelled, good man trying to do the right thing against impossible odds, and the corruption of the soul that comes with power. But it's Johnny, the broken man, that gets our whole attention. He's a fully realised individual. That's one of King's great strengths. And we feel Johnny's pain and confusion, firstly after his accident, and then with increasing hopelessness and the horror as his gifts demand their price. I first read this way back when it first came out, more than 45 years ago now, and I wasn't sure about going back to it. I was worried my feelings for it would have been coloured by watching the Cronenberg movie too much, and by the lacklustre TV series from a few years back. But nearly I've worried. King pulled me in again, as ever, and I got through it in just a couple of sittings with a coffee break in the middle. I think I enjoy it more now than I did back then. Back in '79 I was just a lad. I was only 21 and didn't really identify with Johnny and his lost years, his lost love and his fears for the future. An older, much more cynical me sees much more of myself in Johnny than I did back then, and I do believe it's risen up the ranks on my list of favourite King books, somewhere up near the top 5, definitely top 10. Stilton's a great slimy villain, and a real good counterpoint to Johnny's innate goodness. Sarah's as sweet as I remembered her, and Johnny's sacrifices tugged at the heartstrings. The wee grace note at the end of at the graveside did something I hadn't managed before. I had a wee tear in this old cynical fart's eye, and I put the book down. It's a 5-star book. I definitely won't wait another 40 years before reading it again. Thanks for listening, as ever. See you again soon.